All
I'm
right,
done.
He's done. At the beginning of the interview, he's done. All right, we're here with Judson Laipply, who is a Cleveland native, as I am.
Yes,
And Judson is Evolution of Dance.
Yeah.
And has the most viewed video on YouTube ever, right?
That is correct.
So I just saw you speak. You did a great job. You actually did the dance at the end. I'll give you the softball question first. What was it like getting approached by Weezer to be in the video?
That was awesome. You know, and so many people will send things about doing something, and you have to really find out what it is they want to do. And so when this company that they were working with, the people, Motion Theory was the name of the people who did the video, they contacted me, and I was like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you making fun of us? I mean, are you going to, are you gonna kill us all? And they were like, no, the song Pork and Beans is about be who you want to be and not worry about what everyone else says. So we want to get all these YouTubers, reenact their videos, and just kind of celebrate the fact that all these people are being who they are, and for whatever reason, people appreciate that. And so I was like, sign me up. So it was awesome. We got to meet the band. They were very, very thankful for all of us coming in, and then it just won a Grammy. Yeah,
one of my favorite bands ever, Weezer.
Yeah.
So, so the $1 million question is, I always wanted to ask you this question, because I'm fascinated by the monetization of YouTube, and if people are making money from it. Now, you have the #1 played video on YouTube. Are you a partner, and have you seen any money come from YouTube from that?
I have not seen any money directly from the video.
Now, why not? You're signed up as a partner, right?
I'm not signed up as a partner.
Why not?
Because all of those songs are licensed songs. And in fact, honestly, it's somewhat of a miracle to me to this day that the video is still up there. Unfortunately, 1995 was the last year that a piece of legislation was written concerning digital usage. The Digital Millennium Act. They've revised it several times over, but no one has really sat down and said, okay, what can you use and what can you not use? How long could you use something? What can you use it in what context? And so for me, if I were to become a partner, that would open up to someone to take a much closer look at that video.
Right.
And maybe they would then go and take it down.
Well, somebody brought up a really good point it was Dan Hansen here from Cleveland. He brought up a really great point. He said, if I was a local business, or a small company, say Sherwin-Williams or Progressive or somebody here from town, there's no way that video would have ever been made coming out from an executive there, because the first thing the lawyers would have said was, well, you can't do it because the songs are copyrighted. Second, you can't do it. What if you fall on stage and hurt yourself and you sue us? So how does a small business, get going doing something like this to even have a chance of doing something like this?
Well, I actually think when you're small, I think it's actually more beneficial.
Well, yeah.
Because you don't have that.
Okay, better question. How does a large business do? How does somebody like a publicly traded firm like Ernst & Young or Boeing or somebody, how would they possibly even consider doing something like that?
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword. If they're that big, then they've got the budget to do it.
Right.
But my dance is tough because it's 30 songs, and music licensing is the biggest pain in the butt you can possibly fathom. It's such a scatterbrained world. You could have 100 licensees for one song. It's a commodity that people trade and give half and leave to other people and stuff. So what really comes down to is to try to do something small and grassroots like that. When big companies want to do it, they almost always hire some other company to come up with an idea for them and then do something in that light. I don't know exactly how a big company would be able to really leverage the use of social media. I can tell you one good example right now is what Ford is doing right now. I actually just ironically happen to also be part of a thing called the Fiesta movement. Ford is coming out next year with their first global car, which means the same car will be available all across the globe in all the markets they work in. It's called the Ford Fiesta. It's their #1 selling car already from a global standpoint, but they've never sold it here because there was never a market for it. It's a smaller car, it's a more economical car, it gets great gas mileage, yada, yada, yada. So what they did is they have 100 Fiesta agents, and what those agents are doing is we get to drive a car for 6 months for free. We're a test market for them. We'll tell them what's wrong with the car, things we like about the car, things we don't like about the car, and then once a month, at least once a month, we go on a mission where we do something with the car or because of the car, or we drive the car somewhere, and then we make a video of it and we upload that content. And so at the end of 6 months, they would literally have thousands of videos of content.
Right.
And so I think the big thing is for companies, the book The Long Tail, they read the book called The Long Tail, that's where I think they really can leverage the use of social media, is because it never goes away.